Category is islands. The Final Jeopardy answer is, of the world's 10 largest islands, 3 belong all or in part to Indonesia, and 3 belong to this country. Good luck. Time has expired. Pens down, please. Let's find out who wins game 1. Nick Sorority, you came into this final in second position with 2,800. May I see your response, please? You responded, what is Japan? I hate to tell you this, Nick, it's no good. And that cost you 2,000. You fall to 800. Missa, may I see your response? What is Denmark? Incorrect also. Correct response, what is Canada? Oh. Hudson Island, Prince Edward Island, and... All right. And the wager that was 700. Missa, you win game number 1. You ready? Final Jeopardy category is Music Legends. Final Jeopardy answer is... His 2003 People magazine obituary was headlined, Fade to Black. Good luck. Time's up, pens down, please. Let's see all your responses. Missy, you were in last place with 2,800, and your response, you were going to write Mick Jagger, crossed it out, but couldn't come up with it, so it's no good. And it cost you 2,800. You finished game 2 with 0. Kathy, we come to you next with 16,600. You wrote obituary. Unable to come up with it. And you lose 2,000. You fall to 4,600. Nick, we come to you with 16,600. Your response. Who is Johnny Cash? That is right. Congratulations, Nick. The wager doesn't matter. 10,000, 26,600. You win game 2, Nick. The Final Jeopardy category is television. The Final Jeopardy answer is... The television documentary America's Favorite Neighbor was a tribute to him. Good luck. Time's up, pens down, please. Let's crown our series champ. Nick, we'll start with you. You were in last place with 6,600. Your response, Fred Rogers. You are right. And your wager, everything. Whoa. You double up to 13,200. Now, you need to hope for misses and big wagers in order to win the series. We go to Kathy now. Your response, correct also. Your wager, 1,000. You move to 16,000. Missa, over to you. Your response, Fred Rogers is right. The wager for the series, 1,900. Missa, you've won the series! We are now about to find out what Cody and Kim know about Disney films. In a moment, I'll give them the clue, and then they'll have 30 seconds to write down their question form response. Cody and Kim, here is your Final Jeopardy answer. In Spanish-speaking countries, this Disney film is known as La Sirenita. Good luck. We're going to find our first finalist. Kim, we start with you in second place with 3,000. Your response, what is the Little Mermaid? You are correct. What do you wager? Everything. You double your score to 6,000. Cody, we come to you with 4,200. Your response, Sleeping Beauty. That's no good. What did you wager? 1,400.
That says 1,900.
You wagered 1,900, but it don't matter. Kim, you're a finalist! It's all about Beth and Final and the category fictional characters. Now, Beth, I'm going to show you a picture and give you the clue. And I'll give you 30 seconds to come up with your question form response. Now, here is your Final Jeopardy. Take a look over here, and here is your answer. Seen here are statues of Henry Huggins, Ramona Quimby, and Ribsy. Characters created by this children's author. Good luck, Beth. I think we'll start with Beth's work. Who was Beverly Cleary? Correct. To write down your question form response. Dan, turn it over. And players, gentlemen, here is your Final Jeopardy answer. At her feet is a broken one of these. Good luck, gentlemen. And these broken objects represent the breaking of oppression, slavery, and bondage. Let's hope all three of you picked up on that. We'll start with you, Dan, and with 1,800. Your response? What is a vase? No good. And that cost you 1,700. You're left with 100. We now go to Rick with 8,500. His response. What is a tablet? No. And it cost you everything. You're down to 0. Wouldn't it be great if Dan won with 100?
That'd be great.
Your response, Kyle? Nothing. Correct response, what is a chain? And your wager?
What's hard? So what's
10-1. No, we're Kyle, you win. You're going to the finals. It all comes down to this. Final Jeopardy for all the marbles. Our final category that will decide our champion is mythical heroes. Beth, Kim, Kyle, in a moment the clue, and then 30 seconds for you to write down your question form responses. Here is the Final Jeopardy answer that will crown one of you the champ. In a play by Euripides, he goes mad and thinks he's tearing down the walls of Mycenae, but destroys his own house. For all the marbles. Good luck. Now time to crown the champ. Kim, we'll start with you with 5,100. Your response? Nothing. And it cost you 100 only. Interesting. You're down to 5,000. We go to Beth with 10,400. Your response? Psyche? No. And your wager? 900, taking you down to
1.
You can't do that.
You have to go by increment.
9,500 you're down to. Kyle, your response? No! Sean's correct response, who is Hercules? And it will cost you, unfortunately,
I lost.
6,900. Back to the champ! Congratulations! Thank you! We are now about to discover what Nick, Kyle, and Kim know about countries of the world. In a moment, they'll get the clue, and then they'll have 30 seconds to write down their question form response. Nick, Kyle, Kim, here is your final Jeopardy answer. This independent nation is the only Hindu kingdom in the world. Good luck. See who wins game one, Kim. We'll start with you in last place with 5,200. Your response. What is India? You're in the right part of Asia, but wrong country. So it's no good, and it cost you 100 only. Drop to 5,100. Cal, we come to you next with 5,900. You said India also. That we know that's no good, and it cost you everything, unfortunately. You're down to 0. Nick, looking good for you with 23,000. Your response, Bhutan. That is no good either. Correct response, what is Nepal? Nepal. And Nick, it will cost you 10,000, but 13,000 is good final score to win game one. Universities. That's the category for Final Jeopardy. And here is the Final Jeopardy answer, players. It's the only state that doesn't have an undergraduate university or university system named just for the state itself. 30 seconds, players. Good luck. Find out the results. Kyle, we'll start with you in last place with 2,200. Your response was Montana. That is no good, and it cost you everything, so you lose it all again. Kim, we go to you next with 4,200. Your response, North Dakota. That is incorrect also, and your wager, 100 only. You're dropped to 4,100. Nick, we come to you with 10,200. Your response, New Hampshire. That is no good either. Correct response, what is New Jersey? Rutgers. Oh. And Nick, that will cost you 5,000, but it don't matter. Nick, you have swept the tournament. Nick and Missa have placed their final wagers and now face U.S. cities for final. In a moment, the two of them will get the clue, and then they'll have 30 seconds to write down their question form responses. Nick and Melissa, let's take a look at your Final Jeopardy answers. This historic city was named for the Bishop of Hippo, on whose feast day the area was first sighted. Good luck. We start with Missa, who had 10,200. Your response, Columbus. Unfortunately, that is no good, and it cost you 6,000. You dropped to 4,200. Nick, over to you with 12,600. You wrote, what is St. Augustine? St. Augustine, Florida? Yes. Doesn't matter what you wagered. 6,000. Nick, you have won game one with 18,600. Okay. Our champs have made their wagers based on their position in the game and their knowledge of 19th century America. They'll be given the clue in a moment, and then they'll have 30 seconds to write down their question form responses. Champs, here is the Final Jeopardy answer. One of the 2 years in which 3 men served as President of the United States. Good luck. We'll start with you. You were in last place with 400. You responded nothing. And it cost you everything. You lose it all. Miss, over to you with 400. And here you said 1865. Cost you everything. So you lose it all. Nick, it's up to you. What is 1841? That was the year that Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, and John Tyler. Now the other one, 1881, was Rutherford B. Hayes, James Garfield, and Chester Arthur. That wager does not matter. 2,000. Nick Cerrone, you have swept it! Congratulations, Nick!